to play the game!
Alrighty guys, good evening, welcome in. Hope everyone's doing well. Dragon, congrats on first. Let me, want to move the chat over to this monitor. Give you some points there. Kaizen, hope everything's okay. I'm assuming it's related to the stuff that's been going on the last couple days for you. Sparkle, welcome in. Good evening, good evening. We're doing some Pokemon today. It's from my eye. Okay, so yeah. Is it still just it's swollen? Okay. Do they know what it is, or? Because you said it didn't seem infected. Need your opinion on something? What's up? Didn't end up starting Act 7 last night because Vision's getting worse. Yeah, no, I get that, yeah. But yeah, hopefully they can figure out what's going on there. Actually, you and our Jazzy are actually in the same spot-ish. Like, they just finished up Act 6. I think they started at 7, but I let them know, like, there's not a... Once you get close to the end of 7, it's not a good stopping point for at least an hour into Act 8. I think it's maybe a sty. Oh, that's a possibility too, yeah. Well, does it feel painful in a certain spot? Because I've had that before too. Question, could someone marching violin? Oh, we've tried that before. We don't want to do that again. That was a while ago that we tried that. I think it was 2015. Mid eye to eyebrow hurts bad. Okay. Yeah, that could be a possibility. What about being in the pit for marching? What about what being in the pit? Would Linny, Malika, Nicole, Lanyan work? I would have to know how Nicole works first, which I'm not entirely sure. But it sounds like you're trying to do a mostly a primarily a pyro team. Yeah, I have to figure out how Nicole works. But But yeah, I was looking at some suggested team comps. There's not a ton of options for Linny. But again, maybe once Nicole comes out, we can maybe figure out what's going on. Like playing a violin for marching in the pit. We've tried violin in the past, and it's not a great idea. Unless it was in like electric violin, in which case this is not exactly probably the year for it. Trying to bring people in. Do they play any other instruments? Why? I wonder if we have our 2015 show uploaded somewhere. Because it took up so much time just getting them in tune at the start of the show, and then also U of I downpour. So they like literally opened up their case, got it out, tried playing a little bit, and then they were just like, because it was literally a downpour. They were like, nope, this is not happening. So they just put it away, and we just didn't have violin for the show. So yeah. Hold on. I mean, even if they don't know how to play any other instruments, if they're willing to try, we can work with them. There's a common joke among band directors like, if you know how to fog a mirror, we'll take you. You know. So yeah, as long as they're willing to learn. Like actually, funny story. When I was in high school, my section leader, when I was a freshman, the section leader, she was a senior. She was supposed to march clarinet because like it was a clarinet section, and then she had to have like some kind of dental surgery, and she couldn't play, at least for a while on like while she was recovering. So they put her in the pit. She had never played percussion before. They put her on the timpani, and she did fine. She did fine. She was willing to learn, and because she couldn't play her clarinet, so only violin. I mean, if they're interested, have them maybe talk to Codes and see if he has some suggestions. Someone else said she's Hexrai restrictive. Interesting. Okay. Well, if that's the case, what do you mean? So when you say Hexrai restrictive, she only works with Hexrai characters? Because if that's the case, then Linny and Malika and Lanyan probably wouldn't work. She's not willing though. She loves her violin. Okay, while she's still interested, at least on violin, have her talk to Coz, and maybe we can kind of like go over options. Did you change instruments because of a crush? Yep. Yep. Not even a single hesitation. I love playing and marching clarinet. When they were like, "Hey, we need someone on saxophone," I was like, "Yep, I'm doing it. I'm going. Bye, guys. See you next year." Nicole works with non-Hexrai, but non-Hexen Circle, but Hexen Circle ignores a condition she has. Wait. She works with non-Hexen Circle, but Hexen Circle ignores a condition she has? Oh, so they work more easily with her, is what you're saying. Just clarinet for a crush, it's okay. Yeah, no, I left the clarinets because of the crush. I was like, saxophone, I'm your guy. Alright. So yeah, then maybe the Looney team could work. But yeah, once I kind of understand how they work better, I can kind of give you a better answer on that one. You have to be on field or off field to get her buff unless you are a Hex, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. You won't believe how I joined band. It sounds like some social media like hook or something. You won't believe how I joined marching band. On field. Okay, you have to be on field to get her buff. So if you're off field, you don't get the buff unless you're Hexen Circle. Oh, Cosmicon roll on again is on. We also have to start that Cosmic Data roaming event. Remind me when we do calendar, I have to set aside a day for like Star L side stuff and ZZZ side stuff, and we actually have to pick our free character. I gotta decide between Sparkle and Acheron, guys. We have to figure it out because I have a month left. Time is a ticking. I should probably avoid discussing kits though. Oh, well then, why are you guys talking about it? I don't want to know leaks. Mom forced me. Oh, that's a common story. This boy when I was in 5th grade, he was cute. I'm like, hey, I want to do clarinet. Nice. I had a friend. She played oboe in middle school, and we went to when we were in 8th grade. 8th grade. Okay, gotta go. Okay, Kaizen. Hope everything turns out okay. And hope they're able to figure it out and give you something to help you get better. Thanks for dropping in though. I appreciate it. Didn't need to, but thank you. Just bringing up the team though. Okay. Yeah, when we if you're curious about how Nicole works with again Moika, Linny, and you said Lanyan. I would need to figure out how Nicole works. And again, we're going to get a special program in like a week. So we should have a better idea how they function and how they can work well. Now they were talking about, so I assumed it was fine to talk about. Okay. Yeah, so we can look at that once we have like an idea of how Nicole functions. Where was I? Oh yeah, story. So a friend of mine, we had grown up in like elementary school and middle school together and everything like that. She played oboe. When we went to 8th grade, we went to our the junior high night that took us we went to the high school, got to play with the high school band, and then went our separate ways afterwards. And I remember that she started I'm not gonna say her name. She started crushing on just like a random clarinet player from the other school, and I guess. What do I remember getting on the bus and leaving, but it was like middle of the day? Because usually nowadays, like junior high night, you stay through like a football game or something. But anyway, like she'd be shouting stuff to the bus as they were driving off, and she was just crushing on this guy. And then they ended up going, and because the guy, so he went to a school where they actually ended up between two different high schools, like the high school that I ended up going to, and then there was another school that was in the same district, but it was like if you lived near that school, you technically were supposed to go to the high school that I went to, but you had the option of going to another high school, which is technically closer because it was in those boundaries. It's weird. So they call it the option zone. So they actually ended up going, even though they went to the same junior high night, they ended up going to the same or to different high schools. But I then ended up in a rock band with him. We were both guitar players, and then we ended up in a band together for years. Yada. So and there were opportunities for them to eventually kind of properly meet and hang out and yada and stuff like that. They are now married with 2 kids. Cause like we like all my friends and we were all like kind of just thinking about to ourselves like, cause like knowing their personalities and all that, we were like, who would even break up with the other? Like, so like we were like, yeah, they're getting married. They were talking about it, so I assumed it was fine. Oh, I read that. Okay. Yeah, and then Sparkle. So all the teams that you mentioned. So it seemed like all the ones that you were interested in, you would need at least one new character, right? Were there any that you saw on there? Actually, I don't know if I even gave you a ton of options. But were there any that you saw on there where you had the whole team already? That you liked? Let me see. Well, there are a few, I guess. But yeah, I guess most of them required a new character. But yeah, it seems like you liked a lot of the ones that had like new characters. So we'll have to figure out a plan for you in terms of pulling. Bum, ba-da-dum. Silver Wolf 99 gets a Pac-Man as their technique. That's crazy. Alright. Shall we, chat? It's kind of stalling, so let people kind of trickle in. Hey, Boshock, welcome in. Anything new? Not really. We got that trailer last night, and now we're just kind of prepping for that. We're also doing some Pokemon today. You said you started Violet, or are gonna start Violet, right? Trying to get Kamanashi Life. Nice. When are you picking it up? Wanderer, Farzan, Farina, Sitlali. Let me see. The plus she wants me to get it. Also says hello, hello, hello. So you're gonna put off Pokemon Violet then, or? Let me see. You said Sitlali, right? Is it because you wanted Cryo, or is it because you wanted Sitlali specifically? Looks like that, I guess, could work. Yeah, that could work. But you don't have Wanderer yet, right? So it would we need to make a plan for them, because they would probably be on the Sumeru Chronicled Wish. Oh, actually, speaking of Chronicle Wish, no, not yet. Okay, so we'll have to make a plan for that. I was thinking actually today about like Chronicle Wish. I think we get leeway Chronicle Wish rerun sometime between Luna 8, 7.0, or 7.1. I think it's gonna be somewhere around there. After that, I was debating if they give us either an Inazuma Chronicle Wish rerun after that, or a Natlan Chronicle Wish. And I think it's still early for a Natlan Chronicle Wish, because a lot of the eligible, I think there's 6 eligible characters. At least 2, maybe 3 of them are still too good. And then another character, maybe more than one, still has not even had a second rerun yet. So I think they're going to hold off on Natlan Chronicle Wish at least until after an Inazuma Chronicle Wish rerun. which would put the Natlan Chronicle Wish around like 7.6, 7.7. Unless they increase the frequency of how often Chronicle Wish happens, in which case they might even hold off on Natlan until after a Sumeru rerun. Now, for Sparkle, it sounds like you would want a Sumeru rerun for the Wanderer. And then... yeah, we're not getting a Fontaine Chronicle Wish for... although, no, Escoffier wasn't on the Fontaine Chronicle Wish. So they would just get a normal rerun. Especially, too, I would imagine they're going to get a normal rerun because of Snezhnaya working well with characters like Escoffier. And then, let's see, another team here. You would need Shalonen. Shalonen's one of the ones I think is, like, they're still too good for them to do a Natlan Chronicle Wish yet. Because, okay, the 6 candidates for Natlan Chronicle Wish. Mualani, who hasn't had a second rerun yet. Kanich. Chaska. Hold on, I missed one. Ressa. Sitlali. And who am I forgetting? Hold on. Mualani, Kanich, Shalonen, Chaska, Bressa, Sitlali. Is that all? Is that 6? That's 6, right? And then Skirk doesn't technically count as being from Natlan, right? They just happen to run during that region's timeline. So they wouldn't be on the Natlan. Well, they probably wouldn't be. What do you guys in the chat think about a potential Natlan Chronicle Wish in the future? Again, I think we're still away from, like, a while away. Like, I would imagine at least, at the earliest, late Snezhnaya. Right. I think that's a Victory Bell. 3 minutes. Ooh, that might be a tough sell there. Can I make better donuts? Alright, chat got quiet. That's okay. So is Rayquaza that Ansha's been after, huh? She sure plays her cards close to her chest, not telling its name until she was completely sure. Think I should go for Llama on her next rerun. Let me see here. Hold on. Who are you planning on using them with, or do you just really like the character, or is there like other characters or team that you want to work with? Because some of their best teammates include characters like Nefer, Nahida. I guess Alhaitham could work. Baiju could work. I think someone was asking me today, do they work well with Tainari? And I don't know if they do. You do like her? Okay. I mean, I guess you do have Nahida, you have Alhaitham. You can get something going that could work. I think I put on the suggested teams there. I think Llama's on one of them. Actually, speaking of questions, so yeah, okay, so it sounds like you like Llama, you like Wanderer. I know you're gonna want Escoffier. Question: on a scale of like 1 to 5, 5 being like you really like the character and you would be willing to pull for them if a team wanted them, versus 1, let's say it's like a Nouvelette, or like you don't like the character, you would like to avoid using them if you can. So 1 to 5, how willing are you to go for characters like Inefa, Zibai, and Kazuha? Kazuha's a 3. Okay. So, like, you know, you wouldn't mind if you had them or if you didn't have them. Oh, I got a standard pull on Star Rail. Should I get them? Oh, wait, no, I didn't. What? We don't get a standard pull at level 20? That's lame. Let me see. 18 plus 10. It's 28 plus 72. 100 pulls. And F is a 4. Okay. And Zibai is also a 3. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Alright, and then are you okay, at least for now, like hard saving? So I know like Lindy's on the Chronicle Wish and all that stuff, but are you okay at least hard saving until the special program? So we can find out how Nicole works, and then we can go from there. So that's the key, I think, to a lot of this resource management. Because like I can help you plan out like kind of like how I try and efficiently plan out how I best use my polls and wishes, and then I can still put together some decent teams. I think the key to that is like the willpower to be like, okay, as much as I want to pull in this banner and this banner and this banner, I'm able to restrain myself and be, all right, we're hard saving for now until we can strategically use our pulls. I think that's one of the things I'm good at. I'm okay with that. Okay, yeah, we only have to wait like a week and a half before special program anyway, so it's not like it's that long. I'll wait. But yeah, hard saving, so not pulling, and then also too like just making sure that you're farming as many premium gems and pulls and treasure chests and all this stuff as you can on regular. I know you're kind of limited right now because I think you said you have like what, only 8 hours of time on your subscription or whatever it's called. But because right now, and that's probably why, because I noticed your trend line is actually dipping a little bit compared to your normal numbers. But so when you do get time to play, we got to make sure that we're using it effectively in farming pulls and completing quests and stuff like that. So, which I should also be doing with my time. Okay, chat. We need to figure out a time. Like maybe chat. You guys can get on my case about this. We have to finish the Fontaine Research Institute. There's like a world quest or something we have to finish there. We also have to finish. We activated Sino's story quest, but we never actually did it. We have to do that and a whole bunch of other story quests. I can get the Meloetta chat. Claim. What is this? Pokemon of the Forest. I don't care about that one. So we have a limited card here. Meloetta. Psyshot 50. So it's promo B. Wait, what is this card? How do I get this one? Pulsing Aura? Wishlist that one. There's another Meloetta. Wait, there's 2 Meloetta cards in Pulsing. Oh my god, we have to pull on that one now too. Wishlist. I think we might have to put a pause on the Gold Mew for now, chat. Alright, we got this card. See, I could have gone for some other cards like Zygarde. No, we went for the Meloetta. Let's see. I mean, I see Ganyu, Kokomi, Venti, Shinha I have. Okay. Yeah, so that would be a good team if you want to primarily be controlling Ganyu. Again, when I listed those out, the first character in each is the ones where I was like, okay, this is like your main DPS in this particular lineup. Not all those characters have to always be main DPS, but in those particular teams, the ones I listed first were generally the main DPS. Bum ba da dum. That's it for now on those. Alright, let's see. See, these will give me 5 minutes. It's a little bit more time. Not a ton more time, but... You're on 3.7? Oh, okay, so you're getting close to finishing up, Amphorius there. Because you said... Oh, wait, did you do 3.8 already or no? I know obviously you've been playing Plain Arcadia as well. Let me save. I need a fire type that can Mega Evolve. I don't. I have a fire type, and I have Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. I don't have a fire type that can Mega Evolve. Is he still fire poison? Or sorry, not grass poison? You haven't done 3.8, okay. Shoot on all the Pokemon. He is, okay, thank you. Pick a Pokemon. Who's best here? Let's see here. That can Mega Evolve. You have nothing. You have Bounce. I guess could work against them. Poison would not be good against Meganium. And you have Air Slash. So Gyarados and Absol are our best bets. Thumbs up to all my PCB Pocket Friends, this community showcases stuff. Oh. don't think we're getting this battle. Unless you get the thing that like stops the time. Like that. You're conflicted on what? Conflicted on these banners. Yeah, we got a hard save. Fight the urge. Yeah, there's no way this team can beat it. We gotta pick a different one. Not what I wanted to put out there. You could tank the poison. That's true. You know, if I stay close to underneath him, I can dodge the thing a lot faster in terms of like the radius and avoiding it easier. Like if I stay closer. Time. Let's save that donut if we can. Hey, look, the dragon. Probably tap megas and ZA. I mean, the time it would take me to level one up, though. Like, I don't know if that's viable at this moment. Open up a whole bunch of promos here. Let's see what we get. Zygarde EX. Show me your leveled mons. You're looking at them. Eevee. Let's go. Meloetta. Zygarde. Eevee. Zygarde. Meloetta. Oh, there's more. We'll see. Yeah, we gotta see what they give us in the special program in terms of information. So Pulsing Aura had the new. Let me double check that. Only there was Collapse I could carry you. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. This. I know. Hold on. I just want to see the card. Let me look at the card. Pulsing Aura. And Pulsing Aura. So it looks like both of these are the Pirouette form. We've only had Aria form previously. So if I pull in Pulsing Aura, I can maybe get the Pirouette form. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do 10 packs. Let's do it. We almost have enough for two 10 packs. Alright guys, wish me luck. Hoping for a whole bunch of Pirouette form Meloettas. Got one little sparkle there. We got two hollows or something. Magnezone. Mega Absol. Oh, Kaizen would love that. That's is that shiny? Doodles, welcome in. The Night Manager Season 2 finale for me since I'm invested in trying to avoid spoilers. Just to know how bad it is. Don't know how to feel with the response. Oh, that's horrific. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, what the? If you like enjoying your... That's a spoiler right there of some kind. Trico. Look at all these non-Meloettas. Come on, give me at least one Meloetta. Pack number 10. Floating lanterns. More of those. We have enough for another temple. Give me Meloetta, please. So wait, so Doodles, are you still gonna watch it then, or one? Only one. I wonder what the gold card in this set is. It's probably Lucario. That's not way much worse. What? How do you get worse? Now you have to watch it just to kind of figure out what they're talking about. I got Camerupts. I should do this on my alts just so I can. Although I don't know, I assume the two Meloetta cards I can trade if I get them. Imagine she's trolling you. Could you imagine? The first episode was amazing last night. Are we seriously not getting a single Meloetta? Introduced to Jonathan's cover job as night manager at a hotel. For your time skip. It feels early for a time skip. Hey,
Tanuki Stream Hype. How's everyone?
How's it going? Welcome and thank you for the resub. Remember guys, anytime you resub or gift subs on the channel, you get a sub summon. So Lord Gregorius gets one here, and when they get to 5 or multiple survive, they can force me to summon on any banner of their choosing in Fire Emblem Heroes. Let's see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 23. Michael Jordan. How you doing today? We're doing some Pokemon. We're doing some Legends EA, and there's an event going on in TCG Pocket with new Meloettas, so we're trying to get them. If anyone wants to share any that you get with me, feel free to send them over. Oh, there's a gold Celebi card. That'd be cool to get. Great. Unfortunately, it's my busy season at work, but I'm trucking on. I hear that. I have one final month before the school year ends, and then marching season starts. I don't really get a break, but it'd be nice to get to the end of the year. So basically, the kids are just going to get restless and more restless till the end of the school year. Yay! How can I get more polls? What a copy of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 from you like 2. Wait, really? I don't remember that. From me? Wait, why did I have extras? I don't remember this at all. But I mean, cool, I guess. Yeah, I really enjoyed 3. I still gotta play the DLC, but I really did enjoy the base game. Especially if you guys have played 1 and 2. 3 is fantastic. Why did I have extras? Like Fire Emblem stuff I get because like I buy extra stuff for like maybe like freebies or pre-order bonuses and whatnot. That's how I got mine. I understand this, but I just don't understand why I had extras. I don't remember. Oh, we can get packs for this one. Just have to log in multiple days. Well, I will say, collectively, we are getting our money's worth. Yeah, the Xenoblade franchise is fantastic. It's gonna bother me, though. I can't figure out why I had extras. But no, I love the Xenoblade games. Alright, we need to find another way to get to 70k. That's 5 stars. Yeesh. Oops. That's good that you're able to get through some Xenoblade 3. My next, once I finish this game, the next thing on my list is probably going to be Persona 3 Reload. Like, most likely. Has anyone seen this new game, NTE? It was showing up on the App Store as a recommended game, and I'm like, Miyu, welcome in! How are you doing today? We're just playing some Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Let's go to this one. Ba-dum-bum. A bit tired, but fine otherwise. Did I take a nap? I don't know if I did. I'm trying to fight the urge to take naps every day so that I can get to sleep sooner in the evenings, or just fall asleep faster. Because like sometimes I take a nap in the afternoon so I can make it through the evening, but then when I go to bed, I'm like lying awake for like an hour and a half because I'm not sleepy. Let's see. 3 minutes is probably not enough time for this one. 4:30 should be plenty. But this gives iron power berries, so we're gonna definitely want to make sure we get the better berries if we can. If you just came in, guys, we're playing some Pokemon Legends EA, and then we were talking about how the next game after I finish the post game here and get mainly my Meloetta, is that we are going to. Oh, hey! Stop it! I'm not attacking you guys. At least not yet. Maybe eventually. Because I have to look at those. Hey, look, a bunch of Mawile. Catch Pokemon undetected. They all detected me. How are they detecting me? Do you know what you're gonna do with Nicole? I don't yet. I'm pulling for them because I like the character, and then we'll figure out how I'm gonna use them later, I guess. I quit Legends EA because of the DLC stuff. I'm playing it. We got the DLC because I found out my favorite Pokemon is in the game. That's why. Why are they all detecting so fast? Oh, now I have to use the catch window actually. Let's just catch him the normal way. By battling! The fairy type too, so steel should be easy. Same. Okay. Yeah, I like the character. Especially, I like Nicole's interactions with Alice. What? Come on. Taking too long. What? Come on. We're out of time. We're not gonna get the big one. Get that one at least. How many points we at? We are 25 points away. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, it's up top. How do we get there? Maybe go up here. Ba-dum-bum. DLC story was fine to me, just the whole process of doing it was tedious. Oh, okay. I mean, tedious or not, it's got my favorite Pokemon, so we're doing it. I want that Meloetta. Good luck. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we went through all the stuff already for like a main story of the DLC, which was fine. Yeah, we're doing it for the Meloetta. Okay. I guess this is the short. Can I make this jump? I don't think I can make this jump. One way to find out. Come on, made it. Hey Charlotte, welcome in. How are you doing today? I don't think we need to be in there that long. We just need 25 points. How you doing today, Charlotte? Playing some Pokemon today. Catch Altaria. I have to catch an Alpha Pokemon. 2 Altaria. Takedown. Dun, 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 dun. Oh shoot, we caught it in an Ultra Ball, man. I'm not gonna want it anymore. Must go faster. Continue to make progress with Project Hail Mary. I think I can go upward. Overseas survey complete. Let's go. Oh, I can. Oh, they're up there. Hopefully the film is still in cinemas by the time I finish the book. When do you expect to finish? Could have finished one already. That doesn't answer my question. Post on Discord? I have not. Next for books in the Bond series. Oh, you're just missing a couple of them? Great work out there. Thanks for completing those survey tasks, we made some leaps in our analysis. Piece of cake. Guess the survey stuff comes in second nature to you now, eh? Team MZ doesn't mess around. Would you meet me at Nouveau Cafe? Got a few things that'd be easier to discuss in person. The main Nouveau Cafe at Centrical Plaza, that is. Don't go blowing up my phone asking where I am from one of their little side trucks. What'd you post this, Boshak? If you post stuff during the stream, guys, I don't see it until you tell me. Oh, congrats. Those are good polls. Missing one. Oh, they're a single book. Gotcha. Okay. Summer Lynn and Azura Duo. Glad you could join us. Why don't we order something before we get down to business? A good bite is a sure path to a happier day, don't you think? As long as it's shared with someone you feel comfortable with, of course. Ooh, he feels comfortable with me, guys. What do you want? The usual Ember Roast for you, Ponte? Drip coffee for me, and one of those great croissants Grisham makes. That's it? What, is the rest of the kid pinching pennies now? Disappointing. Ah, Prism Tower. Still the symbol of our city, for better or for worse. You can see it from anywhere in Lumios. That's why it needs to be fixed up as soon as possible. That said, I still appreciate the effort you made to protect it, even if it did end up like that.
What the fay?
What the fay? City is worth protecting. We all pulled it off together. Ian Fleming died during the writing of Man with the Golden Gun, was eventually finished by a protege who had access to his notes and the wishes of his family. Any cool island names? I'm stuck because when I do get the game, I want to name it something amazing. I mean, I usually want to get games like that and name it after something from Firefly. But I mean, you could change it up to name it Outland. You could do that too. Let's see, but sure, but just know I appreciate it. After all, sometimes the things that obviously need doing are the hardest to actually do. Anyways, get down to business. To defeat the Huns. To get into the pockets of hyperspace Lumios on the other side of the Ruby Distortion and Sapphire Distortion, you'll need some special donut recipes. We put the entire Rust Syndicate through their paces researching and developing new recipes. Easy, Felipe. Okay, I can just imagine their entire crime syndicate baking donuts. Calling too much attention to our hard work can come across like you just wanted a pat on the back. Let's keep it humble. We're all doing our best for everyone in Lumios here. Pardon me, boss. Didn't mean to be gauche. Emblem Island, or is ground? What? See what a massive film franchise this character became. Had some input on the movie version of Goldfinger, namely changing the title character's evil plot, but he died before the movie hit cinemas. Aldea. It's very inspired by the noble tales you keep relating to us about the many sleepless nights you've spent analyzing all this hyperspace data. We'll send word to Ansha about the flavor profiles your donuts will need. Be warned, you'll also need one particularly rare ingredient. What would that be? Butter? Don't worry, I've got this one. I know, I got that part. Let's see, Grish Pal. I think you can spare some of that Hoenian salt you sprinkle on your croissants. How did you know our secret ingredient? I suppose it's true what they say about the Rust Syndicate. You really do go digging up everything you can about people to hold as leverage. Nonsense. We never stoop so low. Privacy is paramount these days. We figured out your secret ingredient thanks to Felipe's perceptive palate. Don't underestimate Restaurant Le Wow's favorite taster tester. Very well. I did overhear your talk. I can share our riches if you're working on the city's behalf. Sounds like gauche. Another way of saying tacky or ostentatious. Please use this well. It's terribly valuable. Contain a bag of Hoenian salts. Why would that matter if Hoopa's the one eating the donuts? It's just whatever. Okay. A coarse salt that can only be harvested in small amounts in the Hoenn region. A tiny pinch will impart a wondrous depth of flavor. Interesting. Much obliged. Send Ansha the flavor profile data. Well, with that, I think the rest is up to you. I hereby leave the matter of Kyogre and Groudon in Team MZ's capable hands. Hoennian salt to Ansha. Seems like the possibilities in hyperspace Lumios are unlimited. Meaning legendary Pokemon take some pretty incredible donuts. The entire Rust Syndicate working to develop new donut recipes. I'm curious what that looks like. That's what I said! The title character's evil plot is simply to rob Fort Knox. Some particularly bad reviews of the book pointed out how impossible that is. So instead, Fleming decided to change it so Goldfinger, irradiating the gold there and destroying the U.S. economy in the process. It's been a while since I've seen that one. I've seen that one a couple times. Hello, I was just reviewing the recipes Mr. Felipe sent me. They'll be quite complex, like the one we used to find that fine Pokemon Darkrai. It's rather intriguing that the key to meeting two legendary Pokemon of Hoenn is Hoennian salt. Quite a tidy solution, is it not? I guess it makes a lot of sense. I think it's a little on the nose. Perhaps, but isn't simplicity often for the best? So what kind of donuts are we going to make? Well, paying a visit to Groudon calls for a very particular flavor profile. Lava cookies. 260 points in sweets, 160 in spicy and sour, 20 in bitter, 22. I'm not going to remember this, guys. Okay, sweet and fresh, spicy and sour. Sweet and fresh, spicy and sour. Omega old-fashioned donut, freezing Groudon and hyperspace Lumios. Dropping on Kyogre will take a donut with its own unique... Oh my god. 50 in sweet and spicy. I'm not going to remember this. Let me write this down. $260 in sweet, fresh. $160 in spicy, sour, and 20 in bitter. And then Kyogre... $370 in fresh. 210 sour, 180 bitter, 50 sweet and spicy. Original Bond novels and short stories have a slightly fantastical bent to them. For instance, Bond fights a giant squid, an oversized squid, in the novel Dr. No. Films don't always look as otherworldly as they do in the movies, though. The novel Thunderball doesn't have an eye patch, nor his hair gray. His enormous hands. Sure, they could do that now with special effects. See, that should yield an alpha old-fashioned donut with which to visit Kyogre's pocket of hyperspace. Oh yeah, Alpha Omega. Oh, okay. I still haven't played those games. Maybe I should play those before playing Gen 7. See, I'll be counting on all of you to help gather the necessary ingredients. Okay, so... Let me see. We need, for Groudon, we need 260 sweet and fresh. Thunderball's got some interesting lore. Formalites were in limbo for a while and they ended up making 2 movies out of it. That happens sometimes. they've had the Bond movies have had some interesting rights hurdles. Alright. 165 is canonical. Never seen it again. Yeah, I remember that one. Well, I haven't seen that. I haven't bothered because it's not official. I should do it. Order C, let me get started at once. Yo. Way to go, Chef Ansha. Doubt anyone could work berries into such artistic donut creations as you. Now Hoopa can get us into the pocket of hyperspace luminous where Groudon is at. Please make good use of it. I'm sure gathering the ingredients was no easy task. Let's head to John Sector 11. Pretty sure Karina will be there waiting for us. Should we just make the other one? We welcome in. Although NSNA came out the same year, promo material doesn't make any real mention of Sean Connery is back as James Bond or the like. Yeah, well, I mean, this is not official. Let's see. Sour and bitter. And then 50 sweet and spicy. Good news, Pyrosis is free in ZZ thanks to both of yesterday's drip markets being S ranks. Wait, was it the name Pyrosis? She's so adorable. Ansha? Ansha's adorable. We've done it. Never made a donut quite like this one before. Behold, the Alpha Old-Fashioned Donut. Truly, we've got the most dedicated donut chef in all of Lumios. Now, Hoopa can get us into the pocket of hyperspace Lumios where Kyogre is at. Trust you'll use it well. You work so hard to get the ingredients after all. Let's head to Wild Zone 5. Bet Karina will be there waiting for us. You just said that about 2 different places. Probably misspelled it. Okay. Old fashioned. I think I'll have a sidecar instead. What? Okay. So which one should we do first, chat? So here's Sector 11. And they said the other one's in Wild Zone 5. Sapphire Power of Beginnings. And Ruby Power of Endings. What do you guys want first? Sapphire Beginnings or Ruby Endings? She said it was an old-fashioned donut, something off that. Plus, I recently tried an old-fashioned and wasn't particularly fond of it. A what? Best start with the beginning. That makes sense. Alright, let's go here to Wild Section 5. Should probably save. Let's start at the very beginning. Where is it though? Is it up top? Nope, it's down below. Oh wait, I can squeeze through there. There's Karina. Oh, I see it. He's water type. An old-fashioned, alpha old-fashioned donut to get through the sapphire distortion here. Strong signals detected from the pocket of hyperspace signals. Pokemon inside is likely to be likely about to mega evolve. We enter in combat. Going in. Technically, I think Kyogre is going to go through Primal Reversion, not Mega Evolution, but still. Go ahead and feed Hoopa the Alpha Old-Fashioned Donut, okay? What if you feed it the Omega? I'm kind of curious to see with it. Nothing but an Alpha Old-Fashioned Donut will get us to the right pocket of hyperspace Lumios. All right. You want to feed Hoopa this donut and enter hyperspace Lumios. I don't need to save these recipes anymore. So this is where Kyogre dwells. Come here, you two. Check this out. Yo. Oh, there he is. Looks frozen. Huge blue crystals. Waterfalls from nowhere. Is this what Kyogre's subconscious looks like? They do say Kyogre is the personification of the sea. Strength of its water type attacks is supposed to be incredible. We can still take it on between the 3 of us and our Pokemon. Let's go, everyone. Time to catch Kyogre. Guess we gotta trust in our Rotom phones and take the plunge. Then how do we get out of here? Looking at the shape of the pools. Yo, what? Oh, I didn't even realize that. So they're literally like one above the other. So, okay. That's crazy. Welcome back. Let's see, an old-fashioned. It's a type of cocktail made from whiskey, bitters, plain water, and sugar. I did not know that. Wait, how do I get over there? Oh, it's just like a waterfall. Okay. That was like the river I couldn't cross. Leafy, welcome in. Oh, Leafy, you actually won one of the giveaway prizes yesterday. So if you could send me your UID and region, we'll get you that. But how's it going? We're playing some Pokemon Legends EA. We're fighting this guy. Oh, is that Kyogre? I see a statue of Kyogre. Can't pull only punches. Gloves up, team. I did. Yes, you did. Sorry, I fell asleep before. Oh no, you're fine. That happens. We were on for quite a while yesterday, so. But yeah, if you can send me, like, you can whisper it or send it as a DM in Discord or Twitch or whatever. Either one. But just let me know your UID and your region, and we'll get that to you. I was close to being right with the name. I just added one more S. Oh, okay. Because I remember reading it, I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce this. Whereas when you typed it, I was like, oh, I can pronounce this. Thanks. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for entering. Curiously enough, looping back, James Bond never orders a vodka martini like in the films. Makes his own cocktail, which he dubs the Vesper, which that makes sense. Gin and soda. Pyrois? I don't know how to pronounce that. Pyrois? Alright, guys, we're fighting Kyogre. How many tries do you think it'll take? Oh, he was sealed in there. That makes more sense. I'm excited for a free character in 3.0. Oh, the Pyrolis. Kyogre appeared. I kind of want Velina. Can't wait to play this game over the summer. I enjoyed it. It was good. I believe gin soda just kind of gin and tonic, or for that matter, Jack and Coke. I know nothing about any of that. We're at 1 HP. Heal. Heal, dang it. Can I not heal? Oh, we're screwed. I'm trying, but he's at 1 HP. Can I not heal at all? Isn't Primal reversed yet? Using a special attacker and you're using the... hey, you know what? Okay. We're just going down. Can I say leaf a little bit? Can I not heal? Can I tell exactly what it sounds like? I don't know what that sounds like. That kind of branded building list. Yeah, I don't drink any of that. Okay, now next phase. And again, I never played Alpha Sapphire Omega Ruby because I think it was just burnt out on. You can get Giga Drain, which solves both the turn attack and the healing problem. So I can't heal at all? What the heck is that? So I can't heal at all. He's in the way, I can't collect the thing. No. You might need to save them next time for like Water Pulse is not going to do me any good here. That's Thunderbolt at least. Great electrical pad. To get drowned out right there. Ow. Not cool. Oh, come on! Yeah, we'll attempt again. Let's save Meganium for later. Kyogre appeared. Already getting hit. Ow. Oof. Turning out the fire type, because that's smart. Forgot Gyarados had Dragon Rush. Gimme. Okay, that move is not fair. Watch how moves might learn how to dodge it. No, I won't. Ow, not cool. What the frick? Pokemon could go higher than level 100. In this game, they can. Yeah, I should continue with previous progress. Previous progress carry over the damage you already dealt this opponent. Yes. Okay, so from this point. We still get Gyarados back. Oh, we got everyone. Oh, probably Alpha. He's frozen. Oh, now I can use that. Wait, I can heal now? Couldn't before. No, come on. What? I swear to God. Okay, now he's just not being fair. There we go. Now we need another 70,000 for... Or no, I think we can just go right to the Groudon. It's time to catch Kyogre. In a regular Pokeball. Got him. What? Blue orb. A shiny blue orb that is said to have a deep connection to a legend of the Hoenn region. That's giant. Way to go, Ponte. You and me and Karina, we're unstoppable. Yeah, we're the greatest. Can't believe we caught Kyogre. Luminos's toughest trio comes through once again. Excellent work, kids. Beating Kyogre is no joke, especially after it got even more powerful. But as much as I hate to interrupt your moments, I need you all to stop by my office. I'll be waiting. You three didn't just beat Kyogre, you beat it when it was powered up. You sure are something. Whatever Kyogre did with that blue orb didn't sound quite like it was Mega Evolving though. So let me get this straight. There's both Primal Reversion and Mega Evolution in play here? You got it. They sort of work in a similar way, but they're not exactly the same. Funny, right? Primal Reversion is when Kyogre returns to its original state and grows really powerful. Its blue orb contains an overwhelming amount of natural energy. When that energy and the new orb's power awakens Kyogre's true form, it becomes Primal Kyogre. Destiny with the welcome in. Thank lurking because 3.3 Woo is out. Okay. No worries, thank you for the lurk. If you give Kyogre a blue orb to hold, you can have it undergo Primal Reversion in battle to revert to its primal state, Primal Kyogre. Glad I got to see Primal Reversion for myself. It's a big deal for me as the Mega Evolution successor. I'm glad this gave you something new to chew on. But you're not done yet. Keep working on that Ruby Distortion so you can catch Groudon. You bet we will. We can't let Ansha down. That's right, our donut chef deserves the very best. Complete. So I'm guessing we go after Groudon, and then we have to go for the Rayquaza. I'm sure the Rayquaza will take more grinding. Need at the Ruby Distortion. It's the end of the world as we know it. Where's the best way to get there? I think here. I need that Omega old-fashioned donut to get through this Ruby Distortion, yeah? Strong signals detected from within this pocket of hyperspace Luminos. Everyone inside is likely about to Mega Evolve. We enter in comments. Going in. Groudon's gonna go through Primal Reversion, not Mega Evolution, but still. Go ahead and feed Hoopa the Omega old-fashioned donut, Monte. But didn't we see that was like on the flip side of the other one? So like, why are they so far away in the city? So this is Groudon's world. Come quick, you two. Ginormous red crystals. Lava pouring down. This is what it's like in Groudon Subconscious? Yeah, I guess so. I'm no expert here. What I do know is that Groudon should gain the fire type when it undergoes primal reversion. So ground fire? Or dragon fire? Good to know. Though I doubt just using water types will cut it against an opponent like this. If the three of us work together, we can do it. We can catch Groudon. So, read my previous comment. Let's see, did I miss something? Skipping over those other two. Yeah, you mentioned that. I said I was interested in getting Velina. Because when we met them the first time, I was like, that's cool. Wait, we're going to fight a Meloetta here in my TCG Pocket battle? I want that Meloetta. Oh, it's a holo, too. I want it. Give me it. Please. Let's get to it. Guess we gotta drop down again if we want to battle Groudon. Yeah, see, there's the, yeah, they're literally on top of each other. Alpha, Omega. Guess they're not making us walk through lava here. I guess they had us walk through puddles. He's so much taller. It's 10 o'clock already? What time did I start stream? 8? I expect the legendary Pokemon Groudon to look so stiff. Watch it. I don't think it's staying still for long. Groudon up here. They should probably give him like more realistic textures here. This is kind of like the texturing on Groudon looks like he doesn't look like earthly. He looks very plastic. I got 50 pulls in HSR right now. Yeah, there's a lot of anniversary pulls, so it's good to farm those. Also, you know, Primal's water type moves don't do anything. Only leave the ground. Guess we better use those water types now, huh? Or we can still use their... So Primal's Gyarados is best. I don't have any ground moves, I think. Let me collect that thing, it's not like... Okay, there we go. sometimes I can heal and sometimes I can't. It's HSR anniversary, right? Yes. Well, yes. So there's like a lot of anniversary events. Finding a nickel-free bartending kit would be so hard. As a girl with a nickel allergy is supposed to get into bartending side hustle. I mean, you'd probably have to get like a lot of custom stuff. But yeah, Leafy, have you been doing any of the events that are going on right now? Because a lot of them are anniversary stuff, so there's a lot of pulls you can get. Oh, you're at the end of the Penacony and end of Penacony in the story. Okay. Play just start casually for story, but don't really play events or end game. I mean, if you were to do any of those now, would be the best times because you get like I farmed like 50 pulls in like the matter of like 4 days or something like that. Oh, Radiant's huge. Heat wave up. Ground moves, but I do have other stuff. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, that hurt. How long are they up for? I think a lot of them still have like at least a month. I can double check in a bit though. Oh, wait. Oh, when he's taken down like that, he's actually, well, he's vulnerable to water. He's not, that's how we do it, but that's good to know. Oh. Where do I go? Oh, not there. Oh, no. Okay. Awesome, man. Ground. Running out of time. stuff I'm finding is stainless steel, but it's type 304, which usually has a nickel content of 8 to 10%. 430 contain a content is significantly higher. Yeah, that wouldn't be ideal. And Leafy, yeah, it looks like it's actually, let me pull it up right here. Should be about a month, I think. Let's see here. Oh, actually, some of the stuff is only for another week or so. Most of the things is most of the stuff is for like another month. So you might want to check in on some of the stuff that's ending in like a week or less. Bum, bum, bum. Remember when he's like just going to whatever, he can actually take some damage from water. I don't know if it's pretty sure, but at least do it. But hey, I found something doable. Can you check Hoiver's channel in the Discord? I post them there. Guys, yeah, you guys are in the middle of Pokemon battle, right? On every Bang. Oh, nice. I don't. I have like maybe a third of them. Because I never pull on the Bang banner. Mega? Got them all, Bangoos, let's go. go. Almost got him. Come on. There we go. Beat him. Just beat him. Time to catch Groudon. In a regular Pokeball. Ba-da-da-dum. Shiny red orb that is said to have a deep connection to a legend of the Hoenn region. Alright, yes, Ponte. And you too, Tony. Way to go. We're just too good. Not bad, kids. Lumios's toughest trio has done it again. Now, while I'm sure you're still enjoying the glow victory, I've got some questions. Come by my office. Collect Groudon and Kyogre. 2 legends of the Hoenn region. No, it couldn't have been easy. Well done. Looks like it's finally time for us to track down Rayquaza. We'll be finished analyzing the blue orb and the red orb soon. Seems like data analysis is the Rust Syndicate's main job now. What kind of organization are we these days? A civic think tank? Your Lumios' reliable allies. Your volunteer do-gooders? Huh, don't forget who you're dealing with, kid. Once folks are in our debt, we can put them to work for free. Helping us shape Lumios just the way we want it. That's all. Sorry for the wait. Allow me to return your blue orb and red orb. You're quite right about the prodigious energy they contain, Miss Corina. If you give Groudon a red orb to hold, you can have it undergo primal reversion in battle to revert to its primal state, Primal Groudon. If you give Kyogre a blue orb to hold, you can have it undergo primal reversion in battle to revert to its primal state, Primal Kyogre. Hold on. Bum, bum. believe someone else wanted to weigh in too. What do you have to say, Professor Mabel? Oh, Mabel's here. I'm the lab's acting director, not a professor. I did not ask for the students. I understand, Professor. Could you tell us what you learned? You little. Fine, let me sum up what I know. Our inciting incident is when Darkrai got pumped full of all that mega power oozing from the tower. Long story short, its nightmare generating powers skyrocketed and Hyperspace Lumiose was born. The makeup of Hyperspace Lumiose reflects the subconscious thoughts of people and Pokemon, which I guess is why it's so weird in there. But you've already figured that much out on your own, haven't you? Let me clarify one thing though. It's not just a reflection of subconscious thoughts. It's dreams. And I mean dreams of all kinds, both the ones you can't control at night and the things you're actively wanting and wishing for. Great lesson, Professor. Bravo. Now, could you tell us how we can find Rayquaza? We'll have to generate Rayquaza's realm of Hyperspace Lumiose by actualizing a related aspect of the subconscious as a basis. Actualizing what? You slow down and try that again for the less egg-headed among us. You have to wish really hard. I think it might be doable now that you've caught both Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. Getting closer to your goal is probably making it easier to picture catching Rayquaza, and that's made you even more motivated. I'm right, aren't I? So take that mental image and the motivation, then dial them up and make it happen. I get it, I think. Not sure if that helped or made things even more confusing. Look, Buster. My job is studying Pokemon energy. I'm not automatically a hyperspace expert just because I have a fancy lab at my disposal. Who's the big dreamer trying to get a meet and greet with Rayquaza in the first place anyway? It's Ancha. It's Corbo. That's right, the little chef herself. I suggest you listen to the professor's non-expert opinion, Ponte. You gotta get Ancha to wish as hard as she can for you to encounter Rayquaza. I'll get on it. What? How? That little lady sure is something. She wanted to meet this mighty Pokemon so bad that her dream got mixed up with Darkrai's power to make nightmares. And look where we are now. That's one heck of a powerful dream. But back to the topic at hand. Thanks, Professor. I'll call you again if we need you. Next time you call me will be your last. We'll get Ancha caught up on all this. Go do your thing, Ponte. Oh. Hey, welcome back. Where's Ancha? Where's Karina? Both Ancha and Karina are in Karina's room. As soon as Karina got back, she told Ancha what the three of you learned from the Rust Syndicate. Then Ancha asked to hear about all your battles with Groudon and Kyogre. So Karina said she'd tell the whole story in mega detail or something. Mega detail. It was rather hard to follow it all. Care to fill us in on directly? Care to fill us in directly on what you were told by Corbo? Alright, so the reason Ancha wanted to hear more about your battles with Kyogre and Groudon was so that she could imagine you catching Rayquaza next. That seems likely. She's probably hoping to reinforce that dream of hers in finer detail. I guess a little visualization can go a long way. Is any of that really necessary, though? What do you mean? I mean, Ancha's wish was already plenty strong. That's how she found Rayquaza in the first place. Suppose so. But there's no harm in letting her continue what she started, is there? Hey, the gang's all here. I'm newly impressed, not just by the sheer wonder of Hyperspace Lumiose, but by all of you. And the legendary Pokemon you battled too. So you heard the whole story from Karina? Indeed. Miss Karina told me all about your hyperspace exploits, Ponte. I can picture the noble Kyogre and the grand Groudon in perfect detail. I mean, we could just show you them Pokemon. So I'm quite confident I'll be able to imagine the pocket of hyperspace Lumiose, where we'll find find Rayquaza at last. Okay, now that you've got a good mental image, let's put some real oomph behind it. Ancha, how about you remind us why you want to meet Rayquaza so much? Alright, I'll tell you everything from the start. Hey Kaizen! Welcome back. Are you home? We caught Kyogre, Groudon, and we're working on the next one of the trio. Let's see. Is here good enough? Let's go to the roof. Nice thinking. Rayquaza's the sky-high Pokemon, after all. It'll be easier to imagine from up high. Sounds good. Let's go roof it up. Just got home and did what they said to do. Okay. Yeah, hopefully you'll be able to recover. What kind of advice they give or any medication? Also, apparently there's a new pack in Pokemon TCG with 2 new Meloetta cards. They're the Pirouette Pirouette form. Warm compress and some ointment. Okay. Yeah, hopefully that'll help then. So did they say exactly what the issue was? Hey, this roof is where you first showed up too, right, Ansha? Is it? Oh wait, when she came here, yeah. Indeed, Hoopa transported me here. Yeah. Hoopa sure picked the right roof. No one else but Team MZ could have handled this hyperspace stuff so well. Okay, Ansha, tell us again, why do you want to meet Rayquaza? Give us the details so we can all picture it in crystal clear. Alright, it begins with a story that I love very dearly. Listen close and I'll tell you. It's apparently a sty on the lower eyelid. Okay. Long time ago, in what people call the Primal Age, the world was overflowing with natural energy. In that time, there was Primal Kyogre, bolstered by the power within the blue orb. So too was there Primal Groudon, with the might of the red orb at its beck and call. They fought over the world's natural energy in endless, furious clashes. Remember guys, I never actually played Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, so... when Primal Groudon roared, the earth began to swell and the waters were evaporated to dust. This song, nostalgia... When Primal Kyogre bellowed, torrential waters flowed and massive downpours eroded the earth. For 20 days, these two mighty Pokemon battled from sunup to sundown. The ferocity of their clashing scarred and warped the world itself. The people of that age, the Draconids, were at a loss. Whatever could they do? They wished with all their might for Rayquaza to descend and save them from destruction. The Draconids' wishes must have reached Rayquaza. I mean, I could, if you guys want me to do that one. There appeared before Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon a dazzling light, and in it was Rayquaza in a sublime and incredible form. A blazing light, whipping winds sapped the power from Groudon and Kyogre alike. Robbed of their primal forms, they fled to the faraway depths of land and sea. The Draconids came to revere Rayquaza as a true savior. And there our story ends. Still can't believe we're actually meeting Hoenn's legendary Pokemon, in Lumiose of all places. Incredible, isn't it? That part about Rayquaza's sublime form sounds an awful lot like Mega Evolution. Rayquaza supposedly got something in its body called a Mikado organ that has the same power as a Mega Stone. It means Rayquaza can Mega Evolve into Mega Rayquaza all on its own. Pokemon that can undergo Mega Evolution without needing a Mega Stone? Wow. Yeah, Rayquaza's Mega Evolution is crazy strong. Totally get why you want to meet it so bad, Ansha. There's a ton of big lore revelations for Pokemon as a whole. Looks like there are basically no bartending kits or even individual tools that are made from type 430 stainless steel. But evidently it corrodes. Oh, more easily. And welcome in. How's it going? We're doing some Pokemon today. My dear mama read me that story quite often. Came to love the story and admire Rayquaza, so much that I would dream about it. Isn't it noble? Rayquaza, savior of the Draconids. You can see why you'd want to get it for Diantha. A mighty Pokemon for a mighty mom, huh? Your love for Rayquaza sounds like the real deal, Ansha. I'm sure your dream will be strong enough to create the hyperspace distortion we need. Oh. What? There it is. Guess that actually worked. Well then. Potentially get a set of nitrile gloves so I can handle. Oh, I guess that's true. I could do something like that. We managed to gather some data on this latest distortion. The signals we've detected coming from this distortion are on wavelengths very similar to those emitted by the blue orb and the red orb. We believe this distortion leads to the location in Hyperspace Lumiose where you'll find Rayquaza. At last, I'll be able to see the fine Rayquaza again. Guess we're about to witness a dream coming true. We sure are. Remember all the Tales games I ordered? Yeah? What about? One more thing. Much like with Kyogre and Groudon, this special distortion requires a special donut to match. Please, Ponte. Gather lots of data. Oh my god. So Mr. Felipe and his team can dole out the perfect recipe for us. When you do, I'll make the mightiest donut of all. I know I won't fail because I've got all of you on my side. Alright. 100,000. Oh my god. Alright, well. I'll probably call it there. I'll probably grind a bit off stream just to get to the 100,000. It's still processing when I try to look, and every day they just change the arrive by date back a day. GameStop hasn't shipped them. Supposed to get here today originally. That sounds like GameStop shipping. Did you pay extra for like the premium shipping? Because that's how they get you. When I bought something before, I went with like the cheap like because I don't think they offer free shipping. I think there's like a cheap one and then like a more expensive one. I just went with the cheap one, and then like I didn't even get the game I wanted on launch day. It like took like a week and a half to get here. So never doing that again for like games I want on like day one. It's probably my best solution. Yeah, it sounds like it. Because if it corrodes, I was saying before, like, hey, maybe you have to look into maybe getting like custom stuff made. But then like if it corrodes, then that's probably not a viable solution. Nobody spent enough to qualify for free shipping. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. All right. Yeah, I'll grind up to 100k on my own, so next time we can probably hopefully do the Rayquaza portion. So we're one away from catching a Rayquaza, one stream away, and then we'll try and get Meloetta. I don't know if you can like target specific like mythics or legendaries. Oh hey, 20 stream streak, AM, congrats! Enjoy the channel points there. Alright, should we do the rest of my Hoyo dailies then? I don't think I want to use GameStop shipping anymore. No, yeah. If I can avoid it, I avoid it. If I can do store pickup for GameStop, I might be willing to do that. We can't target specific ones. No, it's gonna take forever. How many different ones are there? You don't have to tell me which specific ones there are, but like how many different ones? Like, how likely are we to be able to find Meloetta and soonish? I got to order, or does it just show up on the map like that, where I can kind of see the silhouettes? Is that how it works still? I got to order SWS CD I wanted because technically today it was definitely something. Wait, what? Oh, guys, if you want to add me in Pokemon TCG Pocket, add me, and then if you get the new Meloetta card, you should totally give it to me. Just send it. Do I have enough? Can I pull one pack? I can open up 2 packs. Got all those. Monthlies are soon, right? Yeah. Oh, Sleeping with Sirens. Oh, the band you like? Nice. What was the last CD I bought? It's probably like a game soundtrack. Alright, Pulsing Aura. We haven't gotten a Meloetta from this yet. So there's it seems like it's the pirouette form of Meloetta, and then there's a holographic version of it as well. So it seems like that's what we're dealing with. Because I don't think they're different cards really. Hatena. Kaizen, if I get extras of the Hatena eventually, do you want one? Or the what's the final evolution? You can buy game soundtrack CDs. Yeah. Hatterini. And sure. Hey. Yeah, I have like probably the most complete Fire Emblem soundtrack collection in the world. And actually almost every Fire Emblem game has gotten a soundtrack CD release except for Sacred Stones. Nothing there. You have the Engage soundtrack? Yeah, if anyone wants the Engage soundtrack, I have a few extras of those. I think I have a few extras of Three Houses soundtrack too, if anyone wants those. Not sure if I have a ton left, but I have more of the Engage one. There's only a vinyl for Aria of Sorrow. Yeah, is that... Check internationally too, because a lot of games have more soundtrack releases in Japan and China and other places. For international companies especially, it's tougher. It's not tough, but it's like they are less likely to release soundtrack CDs in the US because US copyright law is so broken that it's not in their best interest. Now they realize that fans still would like to, you know, get their hands on the soundtracks if they really want them for like their collection or something. So they'll find ways that they can get music to fans in a way that like they can enjoy it without having to make themselves susceptible to basically what's called mechanical licensing. Oh, and the Splatoon vinyl. 8 different legends and mythics. Okay, so 8 different ones. But not everyone is going to be one. You have to do a special scan which needs 25. Oh, we have to keep doing all these surveys. That's so annoying. Most special scans are going to be a mythic or legendary. I think you are guaranteed a mythic or legendary every 6 or so. So when one shows up, do they show up on the map and like I can see the silhouette? Like, can I just keep farming this off stream, and then if I see a Meloetta silhouette, I can be like, all right, let's stream it now? Or is it completely random and like I won't know until like I see it? In which case I have to keep streaming this, which is so annoying, especially if it's just grinding. My nephew tried to convince me to get the soundtrack Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 to no avail, as I generally don't like soundtracks, with the exception of Purple Rain and the 1989 movie Batman. Oh, for like movie soundtracks, I don't have Marvel soundtracks because most of them aren't super memorable. They've gotten more memorable since like the first Avengers movie, but yeah, I don't collect any of the Marvel ones. Most of the ones I have are either John Williams or Alan Silvestri, who has done some Marvel technically. But what other ones do I have? Like I have to say, like I have like a lot of Star Wars ones, Jurassic Park, Back to the Future. What else do I have down here? Hold on. Armageddon is a fantastic movie soundtrack, guys. Which I have, by the way. Oh, I got Josie and the Pussycats. Hold on. Let's get a whole bunch of these off the shelf. I don't know. I just don't got on my way to listen to soundtrack records. Yeah, for movies, I only have a few. I have a lot of game soundtracks. Just because, duh. But yeah, let's get a few of the ones off the shelf here. So I got a bunch of the ones I have on the shelf. Alright. Some of these are movies, some of these are TV shows. We'll go through these once jeez. Once the ads are done. So it doesn't show, but it tells you when you enter, and you can go to a backup save to exit it. Okay. So save before I enter any of them. I think 94 gigs on system and 250 gigs on SD is a good amount of free space. Yeah. You can still fit a handful of very large games or a ton of smaller games on there. All right, are we back from ads? Let's go through some of the ones I have here. So again, some TV soundtracks, some movie soundtracks. We have Tron Uprising, which is the TV show. We have Force Awakens with John Williams and Last Jedi. I didn't even bother with Rise of the Skywalker, but I probably should. We have Indiana Jones, Kingdom of Crystal Skull, Les Mis, the movie version. Put these over here. And then we have... I'm worried Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 is like 100 on its own. It's pretty large. I don't think it's 100. Alright, we have That Thing You Do, which is a fantastic movie, guys. Especially if you're into like the whole like 60s era of like pop rock, like Beatles and stuff like that. That Thing You Do, written and directed by Tom Hanks. So clearly some companies don't want to opt out. Nope. Since everyone is using game key cards, and there's no way to get around it. Backup save is when you press... Wait, what? Press... What do you mean up? Is it up on the D-pad? X and B buttons, and it goes to the save created the last time you traveled. Makes a normal save when you enter. So it has to be... Oh. So wait, is it up on the D-pad B and X? Is that essentially a soft reset to do I have to manually create the backup save? How do I do that? Let me see. Up BX. Nope. Wait, how do I do this? Rebirth is 102. 90.4. Yeah, so yeah, it's almost 100, but it's not quite 100, but yeah, so it's quite big. I guess I might call it a library. It's tough for me to pick a favorite in my vinyl. I hesitate to call it a collection as I'm not trying to complete a set of something. You know, I don't think you have to complete a set. You just collect the ones you want. Behind this is a copy of Exile on Main Street. The menu screen when starting the game. Oh, okay. Wait, but if I'm in the menu screen, the backup save is auto-created when you fast travel. Oh, okay. So then, let's say I get Meloetta. I just quit out of the game then and go to the menu screen. And I can just press up BX to pull it up. Alright, anyway, let's keep going through these. So we have That Thing You Do. Again, highly recommend. The movie and the soundtrack. Obviously, these two you can kind of pull up the soundtrack on like iTunes and Apple Music. Well, both. We have Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. This is a fantastic one too. We have Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension. Everything's better with Perry. And then we have the actual Phineas and Ferb like TV soundtrack. I don't know if they ever released like a second volume or anything like that, because obviously this is only like the first 26 songs on a soundtrack. Also, I know it's not on the shelf here, but I know I have the soundtrack somewhere to like the Lizzie McGuire show, Wizards of Waverly Place. I think I got Hannah Montana 1, 2, and 4. I don't know, I don't have 3, as well as the movie soundtrack. I think I have like Jonas. What else? I have a few other Disney Channel ones. We have Jurassic Park, John Williams. I think the spine of this is like just sun faded. Unfortunately, it's like pink now. Yes, if you fast traveled since making the special scan. Okay, so I have to make sure I do the special scan, then fast travel just to make sure I get it, right? Don't even have all my favorites and backlog downloaded. I might need a terabyte card at some point. I mean, you can always just like temporarily make space, play through it, and then like delete it later when you're done, and then re-download your other favorites again. Josie and the Pussycats, fantastic pop album. So I love this movie because it's like a movie adaptation of the comic Archie Comics, Josie and the Pussycats. It stars Rachel Lee Cook, who was like my favorite like actress growing up. Rosario Dawson, who's in a lot of the Marvel movies now, or Marvel shows, and Tara Reid. And then the singing voice is for Josie, because Rachel Lee Cook does not sing, at least not amazingly. The singing voice is dubbed by Kay Hanley. So this is not the only thing that I have that's like I'm a fan of Kay Hanley now, because Kay Hanley, not only is she the voice of Josie in the movie adaptation of Josie and the Pussycats, she is the lead singer of the band Letters to Cleo from like the 90s. And that band also made an appearance and did 2 songs on the soundtrack in the movie 10 Things I Hate About You. So they're the band that plays at the dance, and then they're also the band that plays on the roof at the end of the movie. I want you to want me, and then Cruel to Be Kind as well. And then she's also, get this, the singer. So Sonic Heroes had different themes for the different teams. Team Sonic, Team Shadow. Was it Team Shadow? I think it was Team Shadow. Or Team Dark. No, it's Team Dark. Team Sonic, Team Dark, Team Rose, and then Team Chaotix. So Team Rose had their song. It was Follow Me. It was kind of sung from the perspective of Amy Rose, and the singer on that song was Kay Hanley. So she's in like a whole bunch of things that I love. So Josie and the Pussycats, Sonic Heroes, 10 Things I Hate About You, Letters to Cleo. Let's see. Yes, if you fast. Let's see. What do you love? However, color vinyl. They have a copy of Relaxing with the Miles Davis Quintet on clear vinyl. I have a K-pop Demon Hunters Golden on a golden vinyl. Was Across the Second Dimension the one that slashed this? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. My Wizards of Waverly Place CD was stolen years ago. If you want, I can sell you mine or just give it to you, because like I already have it like ripped to lossless. When I was a kid, someone broke into mom's car and oh, that's awful. Imagine stealing CDs. Rachel Cook, she was inside. She was in a lot of my favorite stuff growing up. So I was I first became a fan of her when the movie She's All was it She's All That? Yeah, She's All That came out. And then she was also in what was it? There was a movie where it was like some like big conspiracy, like tech conspiracy movie, where the villain was like some kind of like they were inspired by like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs kind of combined into one. What was the movie? But yeah, She's All That. Amazing movie. Antitrust was the movie. Yeah, which had I think Claire Danes and Rachel Lee Cook. Ryan Phillip. Oh yeah, I guess it was Ryan Phillip. And Claire. Oh wait, not Claire Danes. Claire Forlani. Does a lot of Hallmark movies. I haven't seen her recently, except that she did a show on TNT where she was like some kind of like detective, I think. Hold on, now I'm gonna look this up. TNT show. What was it? Perception. Oh, that was so good. It had Eric McCormick from like Will and Grace. He was like this big like he was like this like professor or something where he was like super smart, and then she was like some detective, and then they would team up to kind of solve mysteries. It's really good if you guys ever get a chance to see it. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. I'm gonna look this up now because it was really good. Perception streaming. Have you guys seen that? Have you heard of it? You should give it a chance because it's a really good show. Because I got into the whole like detective and kind of like show thing when I watched Castle, mostly because I was a fan of Nathan Fillion from Firefly, and then he was on the show as Richard Castle, and he was an author, and he would write mystery novels, and to get like a better sense of like what things were like, he actually would like kind of tag along with like the local detectives and police on crimes, and then yeah. Don't go anywhere near Spotify, considering how in love they are with Gen AI. I don't use Spotify. I use Apple Music because Apple Music actually, compared to Spotify, pays their artists nothing, almost nothing. Apple Music is actually highly regarded by artists as like being one of the best paying streaming services. Spotify, unfortunately, is something they often have to use just because it's got a bigger user base and it's better for like discoverability. But Apple Music, I think, and Tidal are the ones that pay artists like a decent amount. Like it's over twice as much as Spotify pays. But yeah, guys, if you get a chance to watch Perception, fantastic show, Rachel E. Cook. But yeah, She's All That, Antitrust, Josie and the Pussycats. Yeah, fantastic. Let's see here. I don't know if I should buy it right now, but it's on eBay. It could be gone tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, you found one. Let's see here. Basically $50 when the rest have been $150. Financial decision do I make? I mean, if you don't want it, you can always flip it later, but once it's gone, it's gone. Going too deep into it here. Yeah, Apple Music is better paying, but still relatively low. I mean, all streaming is relatively low, so you have to get a ton of plays, but like it's more than twice what Spotify pays. So again, Apple Music, and I think last I checked, Tidal, those two, Apple Music and Tidal, were the ones that paid like a reasonable amount. It's just basically everything, so it's mostly it's a convenience thing, but it's better for discoverability too. They have like good algorithms for that. Apple Music, they basically just bought Beats and used their algorithm for music discoverability. For people I follow, only put their music there or on YouTube videos. Of course, there's also Bandcamp. Does Bandcamp stream? I know you can buy like digital and lossless music there, so it's kind of like iTunes in that regard. So I bought through there for lossless files because like iTunes doesn't sell lossless, and I like having that highest quality audio. Oh, anyway, so this is like a John Williams compilation. This is not my favorite compilation, but it's it's got the 3 Star Wars movies, Jurassic Park, Amazing Stories. I'm not familiar with that one. Superman, Midway, Schindler's List, Presumed Innocence. The Cowboys. Oh, that's a. But yeah. Oops, sorry, hit the mic. Firefly. I'm so mad that I didn't, because I didn't have the CD when I first met Greg Edmondson, and I haven't seen Greg in a while since then. But Firefly soundtrack, yay. Pretty sure Bandcamp streams. They didn't when I bought from there before, but I'll look into it then. The cut between Bandcamp and the artists on the site is a lot fairer in favor of the artists. Yeah, the problem is I don't think a lot of people would use it if I haven't heard of it as a streaming platform. We have Back to the Future Trilogy. I also have the individual ones as well. But this one was recorded, I think, Jad and Debney. But then we have the original soundtracks, which I'm sure were conducted by Alan Silvestri. So these are in reverse order here. But 3, which is the Western. Back to Future 2. And then those are both score soundtracks. This is Back to Future 1, but this is mostly like the pop songs. So Power of Love, Time Bomb Town, Heaven's One Step Away, Back in Time, The Wallflower, Night Train, Earth Angel, Johnny Be Good. So there's a couple on here that are like the actual score. It's like Back to the Future and then Back to the Future Overture, but that's it. So that's why it's good that we have the trilogy soundtrack as well. Like I said, Armageddon is a fantastic soundtrack. Yeah, the main theme by Trevor Rabin. A lot of Aerosmith on here. John Bon Jovi, ZZ Top, Journey. Trevor Rabin from Yes, probably. So again, Armageddon, fantastic soundtrack. And then this is probably my favorite John Williams compilation. Unfortunately, it's only from 1969 to 1999, which is probably around when I bought it. But But Disc 1, Star Wars, E.T., Superman, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Sugarland Express, Jaws, Olympic Fanfare, Return of the Jedi, the Reavers, Empire Strikes Back, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Empire of the Sun, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and then Disc 2, Saving Private Ryan, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, Hook, 7 Years in Tibet, JFK, Stepmom, 1941, Home Alone, Olympic Centennial, Rosewood, Far and Away, Born on the 4th of July, and the newest one as of this release, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. So there we go. I'll put these back on the shelf. Start winding down for the evening. Have a good night. Hopefully you got a chance to hear all this stuff I just said. All right. So we're good on ZA. It's only 11, but my lights are about to turn off. We're gonna do the rest of our Hoyo dailies now. Are you leaving Bojack too? We're still gonna be on for a while. We gotta do our dailies. Something I'm a bit worried about is how big the GameCube NSO app is gonna get. I really wish it would let you just choose what you want to have. It's already 200 times bigger than GBA and some fraction. Yeah, well, because GBA are basically, those games are tiny, but GameCube games can be upwards of like 1.5 gigs, 2 gigs. Thought you were gonna do Fate dailies. We'll do those too, yeah. Sentai Sama, welcome in. How's it going? We were just doing some Pokemon. Now we're gonna do the rest of our dailies before wrapping up. I think on GBA is like 503 megabytes. Oh, everything together, you mean? I was like, there's no GBA game that is that large. GameCube has hardly any games and is 10.6. Yeah, because again, a GameCube game disc, like a single disc, was 1.5 gigs. And some games were actually 2 gigs. I don't know if any of those games are on there yet, but yeah. Gotta go, and Loki, gonna buy that CD? Yeah. Because those are hard to find. Or can be. Oops. What? On. There we go. Have you considered Tomodachi Life? Yes, I told you that already. We're gonna get that eventually. It's just I have a lot of other ones I have to finish up right now. Makes me wish we still had Virtual Console so I can just take what I want. I mean, they really should like kind of like optimize NSO, especially for like newer consoles, where the games are much bigger. Basically, for anything that's like post N64. Ringo Brothers already playing it. Oh, so you did pick it up. Okay. I'm gonna get it in my Switch or Switch 2. Get the Switch 2. Only like 3 GameCube games on there at the moment I want. And the thing is too, actually I don't know if it's by default or if it's just an option. Because you can get both the US and the European release of games. I have it set so I get both. Because sometimes there's some small differences. Sparkle, what's up? I was just thinking about all this stuff. Can you turn off European? I actually don't know. Like, is it downloading both on yours? I think it is an option. I just don't know if the option is by default or if it's automatic, or if it's if you have to turn it on or if it's opt-in. I think you can turn it off. I don't think it's required. I vaguely remember seeing that as an option, but again, I don't know if that's by default it's on or if by default it's off and you have to turn it on. Trying to still process Genshin, yeah. Luckily, there's no rush though, because again, you can settings. Okay, there you go. So again, I don't know if it was by default on. Thank you for informing. Yeah. So if you had it on, that'll save half the space. My comments, please. What'd you say? I think I read them all. Gonna create your Tanuki logo when I make us as a me, or make me as a me. That'd be cool. Claim starts. There's nothing I can buy with these coins now. Not even the Omni coins. Like, what the heck is the point? I have like, and then the Cloud coins, I have 330 million. It's like the population of the U.S. Ooh. Data bounty. Which one do we need more of? Actually,
If it's you, manager, we can go out.
you know, good Linny
anytime.
team. Out of the 9 games, there are only 3 I'd ever want to play: Gale of Darkness, POR, and Wind Waker.
Huh? Do you
Yeah, I mean, there are other ones on there that I'm like, oh, I'll try it out. But as far as like keeping them on there, there's very few that I would want to keep on there. Mostly like first party stuff, probably.
We can go. Hey, there's a loop.
Okay, so let me see here. Skills. Like, these are mostly pretty good here, but see, hers we need to level up. LS. Oh, by the way, guys, in my Hoyocal, I put predictions for like half a year's worth of ZZZ updates. So hear me out. Hear me out. Let's go through this, actually. Where's my load? Why is this not loading? There we go. Okay. Because usually in ZZZ, it looks like reruns are about 6 months after. But hear me out. Still 10 gig file even with no European versions. Give it time to kind of reset, because it usually has to re-index to kind of understand how much space is being taken up. So give it like a few minutes. Okay. We already have banners for 2.8, obviously. Promia, Lucius, Billy, and Orphe. 3.0, we got drip marketing for the new characters. Hear me out, though. Rerun for Phase 1, even though it's only been, or it will have been 4.5 months. Suna. At least I'm pairing Suna with Valina. Precedent, a year ago, Astra Yal ran, and then she also got a rerun 4.5 months later on 2.0. So I'm thinking Suna. And when you look at some of like the matchups with some of these characters too, like of the ones, like when you look at Valina and look at the characters that could rerun with them, I feel like Suna feels like it's a good fit. And then with Norma Phase 2, I'm thinking Banyue. Because again, when you look at the characters, I feel like there's a good like contrast there. So I'm thinking Banyue for Phase 2. I think Suna skips ahead of like, yes, because Astra did. And then hear me out though on some of the other ones. Because some of these other ones are also due for a rerun before Suna, but there's precedent too. 3.1 Phase 1, Yishen Guang. Precedent, Miyabi, who ran in like Yishen Guang's like patch a year prior. Miyabi ran in 2.1. And then on Phase 2 of 2.1 was Yanagi. So I'm thinking Dylan for Phase 2 of 3.1. Astra was the best unit in the game, though, and was the only must-own character in the game. Yeah, but Suna's pretty good, too. Like, she's very versatile. Ellen skipped some characters, too, I think. Maybe, yeah. And then, okay, so, and then for... Now, after those 2 patches, then I'm not sure. Because if Suna is that far ahead in early in 3.0, 3.2 right now, I just put Arya and then Nangongyu as the reruns. Now, if you guys think like Suna's too early, or if you think she's gonna run closer to her bandmates, then I guess they could swap Dylan and Suna. I just don't see Banyo as being a 3.0 Phase 1 rerun. I don't think Ellen gets a banner, if any. No, I think Sparkle's just pointing out that Ellen kind of jumped around in terms of order as well when they ran. New version cycle is expected to bring in new players. Don't think Ellen gets a banner. If anything, I'd expect her to end up in a pseudo lost pool. I think at some point they're gonna add some kind of like multi-banner as well. Maybe not a triple banner like Starl has, and maybe not a Chronicle Wish like Genshin has, but I think there's gonna be something, because like there's too many characters now that are due for a rerun in ZZZ. Starl is actually running out of new characters to rerun for the first time, because they keep doing these triple and quadruple banners. Okay, and then after Arya and Nangongyu, we have Cecilia. And obviously Promia and Billy and yada yada. That was the first ever banner, so she couldn't have skipped ahead. And then, so yeah, that takes us through 3.3 for now. We can go from there. Oh, Kaizen, you weren't here for this discussion. We were talking about Genshin earlier. I think Leeway Chronicle Wish happens sometime between 6.7, which is Luna 8, and 7.1. Somewhere in those three patches, I think we get the Leeway Chronicle Wish. There's no way that it works out that they can basically wait until Lantern, right? And then we were basically debating, do they give us an Inazuma rerun or Natlan Chronicle Wish next? I think it's still too early for Natlan, because of the characters that are basically candidates for the Natlan Chronicle Wish, we have Mualani, Kanich, Shaska, Sitlali, Varessa, and... Wait, I'm missing one again. Who am I missing? Shalonen. 3 of those are still, like, meta supports. Would be, like, I actually had it down as no earlier than 7.6. I think Leeway Chronicle Wish is before Centenario. So you think it's going to be Luna 8? They could squeeze it in Luna 8. The only reason why I think it's going to be more towards like later or more towards early Snezhnaya is because, okay, so on average, the Chronicle Wish and Chronicle Wish rerun banners have been every 3 months or so. The reason why I think they're going to wait more is because literally the last patch, or wait, where was I here? Yeah, we're on Luna 6. Hey, for that. We're just doing dailies, Daito. We finished up the Pokemon for today. Ellen ran 2.4. Okay, so that was was that their first or second rerun? Okay, what was I saying? So we're on Luna 6 right now. Luna 5, they had the Mondstadt rerun, and then the patch after the current one, which is Luna 7, they're giving us the, or not 7. No, the current patch. Oh, yeah, so the previous patch was Luna 5, we got Mondstadt, and then the current patch, Luna 6, we just got Fontaine. So those two have been one patch apart. Well, on average, it's generally 3 patches. So that's why I feel like there's a lot right now, so they're going to maybe want to wait a little bit more, but I don't think they want to wait too long. So that's why I was saying, like, I think they're going to be skipping a Chronicle Wish for Luna 7. Luna 8, it's a chance, but I think they wait 1 or 2 more patches. I think 7.4 is fair for Natlan, assuming Saritsa's 7.3. 7.4 Kaizen is Lantern, right? Just saying. I'm not saying that can't be a Chronicle Wish. I'm just saying it's Lantern, right? Because by then Natlan will be 2 generations behind. But yeah. Maybe, but I mean, keep in mind, like, again, the 6 candidates, right? Mualani, Kanich, Shaska, Sitlali, Shalonen, Varessa. 3 of those are still very solid, and Mualani hasn't had a second rerun yet. Again, that's not a requirement anymore, but Mualani hasn't even had a second rerun yet. So let's say they have their second rerun in either late Nodcry or early Snezhnaya. I think a 7.6 or later Chronicle Wish would then make sense. Are you winning? I'm in Pokemon. We just caught Groudon and Kyogre. So yay. Era 4 power creep. Each region has upped the scale since Fontaine, so I doubt that trend stops. Wasn't the first Chronicle Wish during Lantern Rite? The second Chronicle Wish was, which was Leeway. And again, I know it would make sense for Leeway to rerun during a Lantern Rite, but just the way the calendar works out, I don't think that's going to happen. Because unless they give us Natlan first, which I don't see happening, there's no way that they're going to stretch it out so that Lantern Rite and Leeway Chronicle Wish rerun coincide. But yeah, because it makes sense that a Leeway Chronicle Wish would be during a Lantern Rite, so that the first one was. But I think they're going to kind of focus more on Lantern Rites in 7.4 as opposed to doing like a Natlan Chronicle Wish or even an Inazuma Chronicle Wish. Yeah, we were basically asking, do you guys think an Inazuma rerun or Natlan comes first? But I do think Natlan Chronicle Wish does happen during Snezhnaya. I just think it's more toward the back end. Not necessarily like the end, but like 7.6-ish. But how's it going, Daito? Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Oh yeah, I was going to look up what Idahari skill priority is. Pirouette Meloetta in TCG Pocket? No, we're trying to. We did a couple polls, and by a couple I mean like 22 packs. But we haven't gotten any yet. Let me see. Skill priority. Either that or... wait, hold on. Because you pulled for Jean while in Leeway Harbor. Either that or someone else did. I might have pulled in Leeway Harbor, but I don't think it was... I don't think it was Chronicle Wish. I might have gotten around... because we have lost to her at one point. It's going good. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Leafy says, I guess Natlan rerun first before... Oh, no. Before Snezhnaya? No, that's not happening. Do you mean like for Mualani? I guess, yeah. So, okay, we were talking about that too. So, between Luna 7 and Luna 8, there are 8 banners left. 2 of those are taken from Nicole and Lone, which are confirmed. I think 2 more are taken by, I think I'm hopeful that we get Sandrone, and I think we get a Columbina rerun before Snezhnaya wraps up. So that's 4 of the 8 banners. I also think Durin is a lock, so that's 5. And then usually they rerun every Archon at least once per region. So you would think that's also Moeka and Raiden, because they have not rerun yet. That being said, Raiden ran twice in Natlan, including near the end of it. And then there's that whole like political stuff between like tensions between like China and Japan right now. So I don't know if they want to like draw attention. I'm sure Hoyo still loves Raiden, but I'm sure they want to draw attention to that. So there's an argument to say that maybe Raiden doesn't rerun and not try. And we wait until Snezhnaya to get another chance at them. So at the very least, I think Moeka is pretty close to a lock. So that's now 6 of the 8 banners, which leaves room for only 2 more reruns. Possible candidates, again, Raiden is still a candidate for one of those slots. Sitlali, Mualani, and an outside chance, I think Hu Tao and Ridesley. So, yeah. Let's see, Natlan Chronicle isn't happening this soon, mid-Snezhnaya at the earliest. Yeah. Nacry is Era 4 of units. They wouldn't run Era 3. Do people use this Era categorization? I haven't heard this from anyone else. Until Era 5 happens. It must suck for Hoyo, because Raiden Mei is legit Hoyo's baby. They treat her as the reason for existence. I think not rerunning Raiden would draw more attention to it. That's a good point. Give us Raiden, Hoyo. This reading XPs of her was the first anniversary for both HSR and Genshin. Speaking of XPs, we have to talk about that too. Because like I was talking with some other Genshin and Hoyo streamers this morning. Because the shades are meant to resemble... Is it Kiana? Right? Who do we think the Heavenly Principles is going to be? Or assuming they are an XP of someone important to Hoyo. Because who's not accounted for yet? There's Ellie, there's Kiana, there's Kazlana, there's Bronya, Sela. Missing Shade is based on Kiana. Is that Asmodee? Error is how people categorize general power creep. Okay, so... And Rhyndoder is Aponia. Okay. Errors don't matter to me. What about the Taylor Swift eras? Alright, Idhari's skill priority. Looks like she wants to focus on core, which we're working on. Basic attack and special attack. How many principles is just Dawe? I understood that. How can it be so short? No, they're joking. It's one of the developers, right? Let's see, and they also want kind of focus on chain attack. I'm messing around, yeah. Oh, the CEO of Hoyo, okay. Oh, for Rhyndoder? I mean, I haven't seen a picture of Aponia, but I'm assuming they're saying that because they look similar. You can recognize Aponia, same with Aggie being HSR's Aponia. And they don't always have to come from HI3, right? They could be coming from like some of the later games. Like I don't think Farina has something in like HI3, right? But then we got Saridra. And then we got is Barbara coming from HI3 in terms of like an XP, or were they original and then we got Hyacinth. Raising Heart, welcome in. Welcome on. We were doing Pokemon earlier, but then we finished and now we're doing our dailies.
Resistance is futile.
A lot of them do, but they can be original to others. Yeah, so stuff like that. Because obviously they already, you know, built up a lot of these characters in earlier games, so that's why I assume most of them come from HI3. Do any of them come from older games? We know Hoyo's in older games. Like older than HI3. Something bothers me between Aglaya and Aponia. I mean, I'm sure they're not going to be exact. It's just kind of like taking inspiration from them. Like, they don't always have to be an exact carbon copy. The moment you realize who Saridra is actually an XP of is one of my favorite moments in Ephorius. What do you mean? One more set of this.
It's over.
Raising Heart, how you doing today?
Switch it up. Yanagi, I'll handle it.
Check DMs. Okay, hold on. In the middle of a battle.
Okay. Sorry, I'm late, Yanagi.
Don't spoil for anyone. Chat is looking at 3.5. Don't get scared now. Oh, okay, okay. Tomato, tomato. Returned upgrading. Wait, Daito, did you get Pirouette Meloetta? You guys should all just give me your Pirouette Meloettas, please. Just the moment of realization was as impactful as the meteor drop in Kokoya fight for me.
No matter where we go, meeting you is the real reward.
Alright, how many pulls do I have now? Hopefully good games are less than 5 gigs. The oldies. Alright, we have no standard tickets. 46 plus. There's monthlies in like it's like 30 hours or less. Let's see, 73. 141. Hey, we gained 2 pulls today. I think Daito left. I don't know if they heard my question. All 3 Ace Attorney. 2.7 gig download. What should I do for resin? You can work on some artifacts. How much more do you have?
Ad Astra Ab.
I just converted mine to condensed resin and called it a night. Not a whole lot. I would farm that.
Well,
Farm some Mora. I've been farming a
you
lot
for
for
completing
experience
today's
books lately because I think
here
actually
is your reward.
once I level up Llama, I'm actually out. So I probably should use my condensed resin for experience books. Because we have Nicole to pull for eventually. Even for my teapot, I'm basically claiming.
Forest, protect us.
Flame, a moonlit night for all.
It all adds up. It all falls into place.
No.
Let's see what you're made of.
What do we do for healing with this team? I don't even know. Oh, we just lost Never. Alright.
Got me.
Wait. Did I heal her already? Or revive her?
It all adds up.
Leave this place.
What a joke. It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
You know, advise people and not cry. Oh, that's good to know. Wait, really? Why did I not know this?
Make yourself
I gotta figure out this rotation for this team. I have
It all adds
to
up.
also
No
rearrange
more
my
lies.
team based on it. I have told you? Oh. Oops. Psst. Standard file size anything 5 or less is praiseworthy. 6 to 10 is fine. 11 to 14 is starting to feel bad. 10, 15 you gotta be good enough to justify seeing downloaded. Being Revive even refreshes every couple minutes, but it's overworld only. No domains. Guessing no boss fights either. There's something healing on this team. There's nothing healing.
By the frost moon's old.
Committed to memory. This may turn a little. The Temple of Wisdom.
Can't hide the truth.
Oh dang, we're done. Okay, Lamo was a good choice. Works for non-domain bosses. Okay. I think it will work against bosses in the overworld. There's no weekly boss. Right. But the deer is fine. The Ninetales. Oh, this one. Oh, Kaizen, you missed it. We got a like similar to this card. So I don't know if these are. I don't know what type of card these are called, but we got Mega Absol from the new pack.
Why does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow.
So you should pull in the new pack if you haven't. Let's Mega Absol. Yep. You want me to show you? I can pull it up after this battle here. Re-downloading now. I think the game's not that big.
A moonlit night for all.
Forest, protect us.
Make yourselves at home. Committed to memory.
With one heart, we pray.
No more lies. It all adds up. I better wrap this up. No more lies. Let's see what you're made of.
Prototype, Amber, Bina, and C2 Llama are sources of healing. Ah. I'm not going to go for C2 Llama. I was hoping for a double, but... what's a new pack called? It's the one with Lucario on it. It's like something Aura. C1 Llama heals. Okay, yeah, we were hoping for a double. Games that are 15 plus that keep download are Hat in Time, Engage, Life is Strange, and P3R. Imagine walking along and just picking up a frog.
When a new moon rises.
For the everlasting.
Grow, grow, grow! Sharing my knowledge!
It all adds up. It all falls into place. Let's see what you're made of.
We were like just essentially just targeting and like just slamming down at them. It reminds me of like Sonic Adventure 2's like the homing bounce attack. All of which get special privileges for being some of my favorite games. Time Stranger and Tales of Arise will also get the privilege. Time Stranger is like 15 and Arise is like 55. 55. Oh yeah, I think I have a standard pull in here.
Don't trust your aunt.
Nope, never mind. Maybe it's Star Isle that I have a standard
People only
pull.
see what they want to. So don't be your own fool.
Pulsing Aura, yes. Want to heal for the overworld, Kuki Shinobu, and can heal and trigger Hyper Bloom. I mean, I don't need one, it just would be nice.
This realm is...
So otherwise I have to actually start cooking food again. See, like here, after I get the transient resin, I prioritize the hero's wit, then I prioritize the sanctifying essence. Because I'm so low in experience books.
If you ever have any...
Did I imagine in theater reset yet? It's coming up soon, I think. One day. So basically on the 1st. $87. 239. Okay. Guys, do you want to see the Mega Absol? Okay, I have one pull here. I'll do this pull and then wrap it up for today. Standard pity is 38. Here we go. Nothing to be 9. Yeah, okay, let's pull it up here. Booster pack. Ta-da! There you go. By the way, I'm mad at Genshin. I randomly got an Ilua on Standard Wish. How did I get him before Yoda? He's not even... Is he rate up right now? He was rate up before. Is he rate up right now? Because I know Yehoda is. You need that, right? This is such a cool card. We got this earlier today. Alright. Anyway. Oops. How do I get back to my... There we are. Oh, and standard. Okay. Well, I guess anyone can show up on standard.
Why does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's gotta earn his
Yeah,
kibble
and
somehow.
let me show you the new cards that I want to get from that new pack. And if you guys get the new Pirouette Meloetta and the new pack, you should all give it to me. Oh hey, Zygarde X.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, you can get a whole bunch of those Meloettas just by doing like the event battles. So if you guys get those and you don't want them, send them to me. Let's see.
Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to.
I
So
can't
don't
look
be
at it
your
there.
own fool.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
Wait, how did I look at it before?
Rebooting.
But anyway, you can kind of see him here. These two here. So I think the second one here, the one I'm pointing to in the middle, is the regular Pirouette Meloetta, and then the one on the left is the same card.
Why does Ashru
But just, like,
sit
full
up on
art.
The counter? To welcome our clients, of course.
Like holographic, I
A
think.
kitty's
Actually, I think the
gotta
regular one's
earn
also
his kibble
holographic. So
somehow.
if I get it, I'll trade for Absol. If you get the full art Meloetta, then I'll trade you for the Absol. Why is a leaf blower a card? What leaf blower? Kuki Shinobu is also super easy to build. Yeah, I think I have a lot of cons on her. Just give her max EM and some help. Or not help. HP ER. With a slash in there. Okay. Anyway, I think we're good on stream here. Tomorrow's stream. What do I have down for the calendar here? We have face summons. We're probably gonna spend some time with the HSR events.
Don't trust your eyes uncritically.
Yeah.
People only see what
Why
they
don't we
want
plan
to.
on ZZZ for
So don't be
Saturday?
your own fool.
What con do you have on Cookie?
This land holds nothing but promise.
There you are. C3. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Actually, Saturday, well, we also plan on finishing the Genshin event too. So tomorrow, face summons an HSR event, and then Friday, hopefully finish the HSR event. C6 lets her survive on 1 HP once on a cooldown. Okay. I mean, it's not like I can work on getting cons for Kuki, but we'll get that eventually. Guys, I have all the 4-stars at the moment. Wait, aren't we getting a new 4-star next patch? To get them. But we are pulling for Nicole, so hopefully they're on the same rate up banner. Yeah. Oh, I can open another pack. Pulsing Aura. Let's get the Meloetta or another Absol for Kaizen. Can I trade the Absol? I don't remember what star it is. I think I can trade it. I can't share it, so I can't give it to Kaizen for free. Yes, Prune, the purple girl. Purple girl. Open pack. Let's go. I haven't met her yet. Is she like somewhere? don't have to give me specifics. So just like I don't know if I'm supposed to meet her somewhere or if they're not till later. Melmetal. She isn't in. Okay, not yet. Nothing cool. Rip. Yeah. But yeah, Kaizen, if you do like some of the events stuff, you can get like a 10-pack pull. And then pull on the pulsing aura. That's how I think we got the Absol. We were just doing 10-pack, like a 10-pack pull because we got the event rewards, which is like 120 of the things to pull. She's in side quest in new area from when I looked her up. Oh, so I can't just like stumble upon her, but I can meet her. But I have to find a side quest or a world quest or whatever. Okay. Well, anyway. Faye and Starrel tomorrow. Alright, let's go raid. Who's on? Camden's playing NTE, Radiant Dawn's playing NTE, Altea's playing Dark Souls, Zora Doom's playing P4, Golden, Damage Pushy's playing Tamagotchi, Sprinkle's playing Mario and Rabbids, Lion's playing Lil Gator Game, Metcalf playing NTE. I don't have a ton of raid options. Who's on first? What's on second? Did you get abandoning me? I guess you gotta go play Genshin. Or farm the event in Pokemon TCG Pocket. You could do both. Because you can auto battle all the event. Like I'm not even playing this right now. Just auto battling. I can't. Okay, then focus on the TCG. Just auto battle and get those 10 get the 10-pack pull. Get that Absol or Meloetta, and I'll trade you mine. You don't have a deck. You can use the rental decks, I think. You can auto build a deck. Did you guys know that? You can just auto build a deck. It'll pre-select cards for you. You don't even have to. You only open packs. You probably have enough to make a deck. So just auto create one. It'll pick the best cards for any particular type, Pokemon type that you want, and then just play it. Play it on the lower levels, because then the lower levels, like the first battle in each level, you get the pack opening currency. So yeah, just auto create everything. I don't create my own. I don't custom my own decks. I don't battle manually. Just auto it. All right, who we gonna send you to? Probably Zora Doom. Just want to make sure I'm not gonna get into a spoiler. Okay, they're just walking to school. We're gonna send you to Zora Doom. By the way, I hit 1,000 cards. Let's go. I gotta start doing the event too on my alts, just cause new pack. Again, I can just send all the Meloettas to my main. All right, let's go raid. If you're subbed, copy the hype. Oh, actually, Sparkle. One more thing. Are you still here? Sparkle. Just copy the hype papayas. If you're not sub but don't have but if you're not sub but have channel points, redeem for the Hillabonk emote and then use the old subread command. And if you're not sub and don't have channel points, you can use the regular raid command. Alright, I think Sparkle's AFK. They might actually be in Genshin, let me see. Nope. All right.
Emotions are like a raging torrent.
As usual,
that
follow on social
surges through the
media
mind.
and
More
join
often
the
than not,
Discord.
If you try to hold them back, you'll be swept
guys have a
away
good one.
by their unstoppable
See you tomorrow for
force.
some Fae
And
polls
if you try to
and
ignore
some
them
Star Rail
entirely,
events anniversary
You'll
stuff.
end up tearing yourself to pieces.
And then we'll go from there. But yeah, you guys have a good one. Gotcha day tomorrow, and then Friday and Saturday. And all right, I'm out. You guys have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree? This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
Rebooting.
Why does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?